Asian hate. We are not silent. And
especially Asian people. How much we know we stayed inside for a year. We were so afraid of virus. We were so afraid to go to supermarket. I shop online from supermarket for a year now. Today, on my behalf, I appreciate everyone have courage, have guts to come here, stand for solidarity and anti-Asian hate. Here a few simple questions. Number one, have you ever been shout very loud in public as name of Ching Chong in a not nice way? In a very not nice way, or shout very loud, Konnichiwa, ni hao, Shanghai, ga ga ga. Raise your hand. Shocking. I wish I see less hand raised up. Almost all the Asian girls being caught dressed like that way. In America, Ching Chong is equal N-word. Because lackness of education and we Asian being too silent. A lot of Dutch people don't know. I didn't know in the beginning. When I was innocent Chinese boy, fresh off the boat, I thought they called me Chongqing. I said, no, I'm from Shanxi, not Ching Chong. Even Ching Chong is no word. Nobody can tell me what that means until I feel the vibe. That is bad word. Very bad word.
can everyone please check and make sure that you are keeping social distance. Thank you.
Wearing a mask. All your beauty is radiating even through your mask. You came here today for a cause, and you came here to fight peacefully and with 1.5 meters between you and everyone around you. But you want to challenge the status quo. You do it with such a passion that it is beaming through your eyes, and that to me is the most beautiful thing to ever exist. And today I would like to talk about the victims of the intervention. Because the media has been talking so much about the support system of their family, and she now leaves behind 2 sons who have no other family in the US. You might have come across their GoFundMe page. Within a week time, they reached $2.8 million. It was donated to them. It is overwhelming. We are all particularly hit by the story of her sons, Randy Park and his brother. And let me quote something a girl had written on the internet. She explained why we feel so devastated for them. And I couldn't have said it better myself. She said, I will tell you one reason why Asians are mourning right now for these moms that are not their own. It is because we know that our parents don't live for themselves, but they live for us. They leave behind their own parents, they work until they can't, they eat our leftovers, and they give everything they have to us. And this is the reality us first generation immigrants we can relate to. Our parents leave behind their home country, and they leave behind everything they have. And they try to navigate through this world in which they are seen as aliens. They spend their entire lives working, existing for us. Our parents work long hours, they never take a day off, and they really try everything they can to sustain us in a country where they are completely unfamiliar, where they are the outsider. Well, I would like to tell you a bit about my mom. Quite similar to Hyunjung Kim, she also works in a small business. She has her own little restaurant. And she works very hard and very long hours. Even when she had a broken rib, she still went to work because there just wasn't enough staff in the restaurant. And I only found out about her broken rib much later when I stumbled upon some documents. And it just hurts me to think that her life could be ended before it really even started. It hurts me to think how often she's made fun of. She is an incredibly smart and capable woman, but the people in town They make fun of her accent, they make fun of her eyes, they make racist comments and jokes about her food. They treat her as if she's somehow less capable than them, only because she doesn't speak their language that well. They vandalize the walls of her restaurants, they use graffiti to spell out in huge letters, pardon me for saying this, fucking chink. And what does my sweet, dear mother do? She laughs. She laughs because she is expected to. She thinks she is not in a position where she is allowed to defend herself. She laughs when she is asked to, and she is silent when she's not being asked anything. She just accepts the humiliation. She puts up with the racism people throw at her because she thinks that in order to provide for her children, she has to somehow fully assimilate in this world, and she can only do that by being invisible. And I know, and I'm deeply saddened by the fact that most of you children of immigrants can relate to the story, taking into account the unimaginable amount of effort they put into supporting us by working so hard. The reality is that no matter how hard my mom works, the people will always and always make fun of her. She will always be seen as the other, the outsider. And that is the truth about the people you call model minority. I would like to make this clear. This is not just the story of the Asian people. It is also a story of the immigrants. It is the story of the children of immigrants. It is the story of the people of color. And today, so many of you have came because you want to change the norms. They want us to be divided, but we're going to stand together. And solidarity is key, but it's about empowerment and shared goals. And I can't put into words how proud I am of everyone who's here today, because this is how we'll do it from now on.
What do we want?
Stop Asian hate!
What do we want?
Now!
I got spit in my face. Well, actually on my face. Twice. In Berlin and in Amsterdam. Two of my favorite cities. I love Berlin and Amsterdam. I had great memories in those two cities. I'm living in Amsterdam. I've been here, staying here for 6 years. I met great people, and together we created great memories. But no matter how many great memories I had in Amsterdam, I can never ever forget that I got spit on my face in my favorite city of Amsterdam. And it's not about cities. It's not about geography. It's about the space that we live in. The space and time. That's our life. And that's why I'm here. Because I don't want anyone to have to deal with those memories of being called ching chong or being spit on our face with all the other wonderful memories. So I'm here for Stop Asian Hate, and I know that you are here together. We are here together to stop Asian hate, and this is another great memory that I'm gonna have, that I am having, and I'm just so happy that I'm having it.
Het is gewoon
되게 긴장된 마음으로 갔거든요. 행여나 시위하는데 해코지를 할까 되게 걱정이기도 했는데, 제가 네덜란드에서만 이거 포함해서 4번의 시위를 다녀왔었어요. 이번 시위는 같은 인종으로서 겪는 고충을 서로 경험을 이야기하면서 서로 위안을 받았던 것 같고요. 특히 다른 인종도 같이 나와서 아시아 혐오에 대해서 외쳐주니까 너무 고맙더라고요. 그래서 나도 다른 인종에 대해서 이렇게 뭐 시위하거나 이럴 때 더 관심을 많이 가져야겠다, 뭐 이런 거 등등 많이 생각했는데, 날씨가 너무 추웠어요. 그래서 그 한 자리에 제가 2시간 가까이 있었는데, 제가 좀 일찍 도착했거든요. 근데 배가 너무 땡겨서 한 20분 좀 일찍 나오긴 했는데 끝까지 못 봐서 그건 좀 아쉽습니다. 근데 제가 그 인신매매 관련된 시위했을 때는 계속 걸었거든요. 좀 그렇게 좀 활동적으로 걸었으면 좋겠는데 그 자리에 가만히 서 있으니까 좀 힘들더라고요. 그래도 어찌되건 서로 같은 인종으로서 위로도 받고, 그리고 다른 인종으로부터 격려도 받고, 이래서 저에게 너무 값진 시간이었던 것 같아요. 그리고 오늘 우리 애기가 너무 보고 싶네요. 가서 이야기 잔뜩 해줘야겠어요. 엄마가 뭐 하고 왔는지. 우리가 황인종으로 태어난 게 죄가 아니잖아요. 혹은 우리가 흑인, 혹은 우리가 백인으로 태어나도 뭐 이건 죄가 아니잖아요. 그쵸? 아마 아이 세대 때는 정말 나아질 거예요. 저 버스 왔어요. 그럼 우리 다음 영상에서 만나요. 안녕.